Hey, Mark Shepard, honesthypnosis.com, and today I want to just share I want to just share a letter, an email that I got. I asked the people on my list. I have a very small list of people who have found me over the years because I'm not that good at marketing. I'm not that good at building a list, and I do a lot of different things, and I've tried a lot of different things. So in the process of finding my niche and finding my place and finding my path, I've collected a few email addresses, a few names of people, and I started about a year or so ago sending out emails on a consistent basis, somewhat consistent. Consistency's hard for me. I don't do consistent. I'm a free flow kind of guy. And so for periods of a time, I've been giving myself challenges to do an email, a blog post every single day, or almost every day. Sometimes it ends up being 5 to 6 days out of 7. And I was just curious to see if anybody wanted them. You know what I mean? And it was hard for me to ask because I want to help people. I want to make a difference in the world. I want to use my music. I want to use my message. I want to use my methods to help people really transform their lives. Not just feel good for a few minutes, but really freaking transform their lives so that more and more people can get that being here on this planet is amazing. And no matter what hard times you go through, no matter what challenges we face, that merely being alive is awesome. And I'm looking for people out in the world who actually want to work on themselves, who want to transform their lives so that every day is better than the previous one. I'm looking for people who are willing to be challenged, who are willing to listen to new music, who are willing to open their minds, if not every day, but almost every day, to an idea that if they hold it in their head could literally transform their life. And so I wanted to write emails to people that were not full of sales pitches. I wanted to write emails to people that provided value in and of themselves so that if I did have a course, or if I did have a concert, or if I did have a seminar or an NLP training or a hypnosis training, that there would be actual people who actually would want to come. Because I don't know if I've told you this before or if you've seen me talk about this in the past, but I had a really traumatic kind of event happen in my childhood. I invited all the boys in my class in 4th grade, maybe it was 3rd grade, I think it was 4th grade. I invited all the boys in my class to my birthday party. And nobody came. And it was just it's one of those things that for me, I mean, it's no big deal, but it's an example of how seemingly insignificant events from our childhood still haunt us. And I want to help people clear that stuff because that's what I work on a lot, is clearing the stuff. I'm a highly sensitive person, and that sensitivity enables me to write songs, enables me to be inspired by a teacher or a writer or an author or a movie or a song or somebody's story, to be inspired by what's going on in the world around me, to then move that inspiration or those ideas through my neurology, and it comes out in a song, it comes out in a video, it may come out in a painting. I haven't painted in a long time, but the process is something that's really rich and rewarding, and I want to share that with people, right? So part of what was going on for me, I asked my email list, how often do you want to hear from me? And that was kind of a risky thing to ask, because I could have heard, as I did from many people, not many, but I heard from quite a few people, that once a week is enough. They're busy, they don't have time to read, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool, I get that. And other people were like, hey, Mark, every other day is fine, or whenever you want to do it is fine. I enjoy them whenever they come. And some people who I love dearly, who I know value them, who even said, listen, sometimes I get busy and it takes me a couple of days to catch up, but then I catch up and I love reading them. So that was all really helpful. The other little piece that's going on in the background is I'm going to be having a big concert on November 19th. And I've invited some of the most incredible musicians I've ever played with to join me. And I'm attempting to get people to come to my birthday party, because it's actually my 40th anniversary of being a compulsive songwriter, and it's very, very close to my birthday, which is November 22nd. This is on the 19th. And it's really something that I'm working on, clearing this old piece so that I can somehow believe inside my own unconscious mind that people want to hear what I have to say. They want to hear my music, because that was this very secretive underlying belief that nobody wanted to hear my music, right? And for 40 years I've been writing music, and I know it's good and people seem to like it, but I could never get past my living room, you know? And so I spent the last 5.5 years at Unity Church in Albany, and it was wonderful because every week there were at least 150 people who seemed to really like my music, you know? But then the challenge for me, I could never seem to get many of those people to actually come to hear my music. You know, sometimes 20, sometimes 30 would show up. And I realized that everybody's busy and not everybody's into my music. I get all that. And people's habits change and all this stuff. But for me, it was just like, is this music worth dedicating my life to? Do people actually give a shit? You know, that was the question. And ultimately, it can't be answered by other people, right? We can't constantly look to other people for validation or confirmation. We have to have a deep inner drive that, hey, what I have is valuable, and those who don't get it, fine, and those who do, great. That's really kind of where I'm getting to. I'm not 100% there yet. I'm still working on it, right? This is a work in progress, right? And you should be a work in progress too. And that's what I want, is I want people who get that they are a work in progress, whether you're a teenager who's dealing with bullying, or an adult who's dealing with anxiety, or a teenager who's dealing with anxiety, or an adult who's dealing with bullying, or a peak performance athlete who somehow is never quite at your peak when you're performing in a competition, you know, or a musician who can't quite seem to find a way to support him or herself and do the music. So there's lots of people who are working to find a way to overcome the boundaries, the obstacles, the challenges, and the blocks that somehow they have been carrying, or they have been working with, right? Stuff from their childhood, limiting beliefs, and we all have them. And the question is, do you have a process to clear them? Because we all have them, but very few people know how to actually clear them. There's willpower, but willpower only works so much. It's like if someone puts a bunch of beautiful chocolate cake in front of me and some really amazing ice cream, I'm going to eat it, right? But if I get it out of my face, right, I'm not going to eat it, right? So willpower only goes so far, right? There's kind of a burnout rate with willpower. You only have so much energy, and once you kind of use it up, boom, all of a sudden you have no willpower, right? So for me, the real change place is the unconscious mind. So if you clear the stuff in the unconscious level, you don't need willpower, right? So that's all the stuff that I'm trying to do. And again, I have, at this point, 523 songs, and I'm trying to get them out into the world so that people can have them in their heads and their ears. And so the songs and the lyrics can get into their unconscious mind and help clear the negative self-talk. That's kind of my mission, right? And so I just wanted to share excuse me. I just wanted to share one email I got that kind of choked me up and really confirmed that even though not everybody gets what I do, some people do get it, and some people will get it, and there are people who need to hear my message, right? And the takeaway for you is that whatever you want to do in life, whatever you have ahead of you on your path with heart, that it's worth doing it. It's worth doing it, even if you touch one life in a positive way. That's my that's my take on it. Okay, so here it is, and this is from Linda. Her answer is yes. I need to hear from you every day. Do I need to breathe every day? Yes. You breathe life into me on a daily basis. Mornings are good to get the emails, but I'd be satisfied to hear from you any time of the day. There have been days when your kindness has gotten me through, and I will be ever grateful. Linda. So, I don't write songs to get people's praise. I write songs because I have to write songs. I am constantly working on ideas and ways to heal and empower myself, and I want to share those things with other people who also may need to hear them. That's what I'm all about. So, yeah, there's going to be a video or an email every day. And if you'd like to get the email, make sure you're on my list. There should be a link below this video to get to my list, and you can subscribe. And I'd love to hear from you. If something I say or some song that I sing helps you in some way, please understand it helps me to know that. It helps me to keep going. It helps me to have the discipline every day to keep doing this. And maybe when I have 1 million subscribers to my YouTube channel, that will be enough to motivate me. But right now, I'm kind of at the beginning. And I'm a late bloomer, and it's autumn. And I know that I only have so many days left in my life. And that's positively motivating to me in a wonderful way. And I want to do what I came here to do. And I want to help you to do what you came here to do in your life as well. So that's it for today. My name is Mark Shepard, and I do a lot of different things. And you can check my stuff out at markshepard.com, honesthypnosis.com, bullyingpreventionnow.com, drumsongstory.com, modernjedi.com, markshepherdsongs.com. Those are all the things that I've been working on the last 10 years. Different ways that I can express who I am and what I can do in this world to help you. So, thank you for watching. Peace, grooviness, over and out.